Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Apocalypse and our High Dominion series. So, if you listen in the background, you hear that lovely kind of, it's almost like gum smacking, but even more disgusting. It's like, just sounds like a lot of saliva and insects and grossness. That's the sound of the Prethoryn Scourge. And if you recall, when we when we last left off with like an hour-and-a-half episode, we were dealing with the Prethoryn Scourge over here, whose colors have oddly changed somehow, I guess maybe with the last patch. But we were able to kind of push them back from moving into this area of our empire. And we did so by just pushing with several fleets at once. And what I'm doing is currently reinforcing those fleets and hoping that we can actually continue to push back and prevent them from coming any farther in this direction while kind of cutting into their core territory right here. We have been fairly successful so far, and their fleets over on this side are weaker than their other fleets, but there are still several. So we definitely left the series off in a very precarious and interesting spot as far as, you know, what we have to do. But we're just going to do our best to push back against these guys. We have a few new science ships. I'm actually going to disband these because I don't need them. These were a result of the integration of the Sindrithian block, which used to belong to, well, the Sindrithians, doesn't anymore. And we're also going to disband this fleet really quickly because, frankly, it is useless to me. So we've got a lot of new territory over here. Also, yeah, we've got these three. I'm going to go ahead and just delete these. Good. That lets me delete all three at once. Very nice. Now that we've finished integrating the Sindrithians, we also have the ability to use our influence to take in resources from sectors a lot more quickly, which I'm going to be doing a good bit. Right now it costs, see, I'm glad I remember this. It costs 25 now. It used to cost 100. And I'm not sure, is it maybe because of a civic that I have that I forgot about or something else? I don't know. But for whatever reason, maybe it just got reduced, but it's now much cheaper to go ahead and just pull resources from sectors. So I'm actually going to do that right the heck now. We're going to go back down to, let's see, who has the most resources to share with me. Actually, you need your taxes increased, but it looks like you do. So let's go ahead and drain this sector stockpile. And now we have considerably more minerals to draw from. And what I can do with that is I can go ahead and tell my fleets to fully reinforce, which they do need to do, some of them badly. And once these fleets are fully reinforced, also we have the first armada over here. What's this? Oh yeah, this is our dreadnought that we haven't done anything with, and then this, of course, is our Colossus. Now we have several other quote-unquote armadas that, now what's going on here? Gazna class, this is a full-fledged fleet. I'm not sure why you're just sitting here. And then White Crush, evidently we have a fleet that's missing in action. That might be a fleet that belonged to the Sindrithians. But the 45th Armada... This almost seems like it could be an entirely new... It says I can't afford to reinforce the fleet. I already have used all of my minerals there. That's crazy. We're going to have to propose a trade deal with someone to get more minerals, in addition to the fact that I can use my influence to get minerals. I might be able to go ahead and just... I haven't unpaused the game yet, by the way, so some of these numbers are not properly showing. Like, our naval cap is actually higher than that. You might remember from the end of the series, or from the end of the last part of the series. So, the 45th Armada is... Yeah, I feel like we probably need to do something with them. Let's take a quick look and see if I have any spare leader slots. Of course I don't. I do have a spare general that I could fire. Right now, we're not really using armies, but we could very well start using them, so I need to be careful with whether or not I do more in that respect. Remind me in this series whether or not we've been playing Final Federation. That series just wrapped up. I've got gateways here. Do I have gateways? I've got a gateway in the Sin system. All right, since there's a gateway in the Sin system, I'm going to go ahead and assume, yes, there are definitely gateways in this game. So let me just remind myself where they all are. Yep, there's one up in Avexis. Very good. So we can move our ships around quite quickly. So the first Armada, we're going to rename you to be... tell you the truth, let me go back to my leader screen for a second. So the plan with this series, while I'm looking at my spare leaders, do I have anyone I can just fire? Really? Except for the general. I mean, I really wish I had an extra leader slot. We're working on modifying the Sindrithians at the moment, and honestly, before I unpause, I've got some work to do on those planets as well. But, let me think. What I'm going to be doing with this series, FYI, is we do have Distant Stars coming up soon. And this series, of course, first started when Apocalypse launched. And it's been a lot of fun. But if Distant Stars comes out, I will definitely start a new series and just immediately jump in with that series as soon as I can. So this series is probably going to run until that happens. I would imagine Distant Stars will be out, over that time. It seems like the patch is progressing nicely, and I anticipate it'll be within the next couple of weeks. Don't quote me on that. I'm not saying that because I have information that you might assume that I have. Of course I don't. I'm just judging from past experience. I feel like maybe that's what's going to happen. So that's the plan. And then, of course, if this series gets through another 20 episodes, we'll play some Surviving Mars until such time as that new Stellaris content is available, and finish both of those series, the new Surviving Mars series and this one, at the closest possible opportunity. So, and that, this series could be done before that, given that we're fighting the Prethoryn Scourge right now. But we've got to finish defeating them before anything else. So, next order of business is we have our new sector here, but the problem is that there are no slave owners on these new worlds. So the sector has how many planets in it? The Sondrith sector has Glowing K is the main planet. What we need to do, first of all, we need to repair some of these places. Now let's actually take a look at where these planets are. Yeah, because right now, see, the Prethoryn Scourge is in this system. Yeah, they actually have Glowing K surrounded right now, so there's no point doing anything there. What about here? All right, Sismac, I'm not going to do anything to these worlds that are closer to where the Prethoryn are, because it would just be a waste of time if they were to, see, the first 4, not even going to touch. Even that one. So most of these planets actually, it's a shame. I mean, this is, there's 2 planets called Glowing K, really? Where's this one then? It's in Shiban. That's kind of dumb that there's 2 planets called Glowing K. But we have one called Illuminated Reef, that's in Antagon. Yeah, there's actually all of the planets in this sector, with the exception of this one. This is the one exception. All the planets in this sector are down here. So it's pretty much Eulasia that we're going to have to mess with. And that's fine, I can do that. So let's go ahead and we are going to resettle you. And on Syndar Prime, that's where I want you. And we definitely want to replace... I want to swap you with someone who is... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put you there. We'll do the same here. Any others that can be swapped out? This is going to cost a little bit of energy, but thankfully we have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of energy, so that will not be an issue. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we have... We've got to find another world from our core worlds where we can do this. This might take a second, but it's worth it because we need slave owners on this planet. Rather badly, I must say. Okay, let's resettle those. Abermachus. I'm looking mainly for minerals that are being worked. What about Araya? Cornophoros? Yeah, I already did this pretty substantially with when I got my main slave species, when I conquered the Krithakan not too long ago. So as you can see, it's already been, across many of my core worlds, they're already in the right places. So I don't know really how good of a job. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Wait a minute. Hang on. Got a few more we can do here. That might be good. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there needs to be one more swap, and then we'll be good. We'll have an even proportion of slave owners to slaves on this planet. So it looks like there's one more I can do. Let's go ahead and let these guys swap out. Resettle. Done. Okay, well, that's the one planet we needed to work with. The rest of them are pretty much screwed. Hate to say it. But now let's take a quick look. Now that we've done that, that took a lot less time than anticipated. Let's take a look at this first armada. Or not the first armada, but the see, what are you? Hang on, I want to merge you guys to where the first armada is part of the 45th. Actually, the first armada, that's the dreadnought, isn't it? So no, I don't want to do that. Cancel that order. We'll leave you be. Just stop your order and stay where you are. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put you in orbit of Riok Prime so that you are not taking up any resources, and you need to be in orbit of Syndar. No, let's not crack the planet, please. We'll eventually do some Planet cracking. Yeah. We're going to do that once we've dealt with the Prethoryn, assuming that happens. It'd be fun to, just kind of maraud around, if you can say that, as the High Dominion of Syndar once we've dealt with this threat. So the 45th Armada is the one that we are going to use for more fleets, just to add to our fleet strength. So I'll go ahead and leave it as the 45th Armada for now. I'm not thrilled that that's the name, but let's go into the Fleet Manager. And it looks like we've already set them up to a certain extent. I might have done this before the series ended. There's even space for a new Titan. So all I have to do is reinforce them. Basically just have to give the order. Let's go ahead and do this. Tell you what, let's see if we can get a trade deal. Who do we have a really, really, really nice relationship with? Not really anybody. Not really anybody. So what we're going to have to do... I might still be able to do this with the Great Picard. Let's see. If we offer a trade deal to them, I want to give energy credits, instant transfer. I want them to give me minerals, instant transfer. So let's... Okay, so it seems like they only have so many to give, which is a real shame. I was hoping for better than that. Yeah, they have barely anything to give me. So we might have to just do the sector route, which is going to be extremely wasteful and frustrating. But that's what we have to do. So we're going to go back to, let's just go to planets and sectors. And one of these needs to get drained. Yeah, I'll drain you. Now I can drain one more, and that's most of my influence. But the thing is, it's not nearly as lucrative at this point for me to drain them. It's not going to give me nearly as many minerals. So we are rebuilding quite rapidly, and I'm going to go ahead and give the order for the 45th Armada to reinforce. And all of my other ships are in one major fleet. They're all headed in this direction to Moragdis to kind of regroup. And as a matter of fact, just to kind of keep them near the front lines as much as possible, I'm going to keep them in Hika, right here. Also, it seems like we do have the ability to reinforce this fleet again as well, so I'll go ahead and click that button. I'm not sure why. I've clicked the reinforce button so many times. Okay, we are now officially back up to our full naval capacity, and we have unrest on a few planets here. The Abyssal Anchorage. I really don't want to... I actually don't have the influence to deal with this. So Illuminated Reef, yeah, I'm going to leave those be, because there's really no point. Those will get hit by the Prethoryn, I think, quite soon. And then unspent trait points. My droids, actually, I can do a few new traits. Now, there's only one droid in the entire Empire. But I can go ahead and say, right now they're droids. If we make them... Yeah, let's make sure they have better upkeep. Now, I have several picks left, so I can give them a downside. I can go ahead and give them high maintenance. I could also make them... Yeah, see, this would actually allow me... Well, no, that wouldn't be a particularly good one. I have 3 points left and 2 picks left. Actually, wait, no, hang on. There might be one that's a particularly nice... Yeah, logic engines. It's pretty nice. We can make them research bots, basically. But no, let's just make them, let's say, mineral bots. And I don't think I need to do that. So I think what I'd rather do is turn on custom made. Yeah. I don't love it. But if they're going to be slow building, or what I could do is give them increased consumer goods costs, because I don't intend to have a ton of robots, so we'll do that. How about that? And then this, currently they're good at minerals. What else can I make them good at? Owner pop happiness. Domestic protocols. Let's do that. That seems like a good roleplay choice. All right, create template, that's done. And now if we apply that template, that'll be done in how long? Literally 1 month. Finally, a research project involving genetic or robot modification points that doesn't take forever. Good lord. Okay, and we're working on another genetics project at the moment, so I'm going to leave the rest of that be. And we just have to see how long it takes for all of these ships to arrive. We're going to leave it on speed 2 for a moment and see how these guys do. Our new territory is going to get eaten up by the Prethoryn over here. And we're just going to, as soon as we have the ability to push in with reinforced fleets, that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so we modified the droids. We are 107 months away from better kinetic weapon damage. Is there anything else? Oh, hang on. Capacity overload edict expired? Oh, that sucks. Well, that was our energy surplus. It's okay, we still have quite an energy surplus, and we're at our energy cap, so it's okay. Hang on. If you go repair, how far do you have to go? All of you just go to Maragdas? Okay, in that case, do that. We do need these fleets to repair as well, so... Turns out they are going to come back here. The Prethoryn have advanced on Gribbon. Gribbon's just going to fall. That's...
One of our spaceports is under attack.
Yeah, that's what's happening. But I don't really have a choice. Now, did you...
Species improved.
Yeah, you're building a gateway construction site in Maragdas. So if we can get that gateway up and have the system defended, we'll have a gateway right here where all of our ships can immediately just jump straight to this front line, which I hopefully don't have to explain how amazing that would be. Again, all of our reinforcements currently streaming in to get these guys. Who got first in line? Oh, you're all moving. Okay. Are you all repairing, or what's your deal? Oh, you're at the starbase. Okay, so it looks like all of them are repairing at once, which is quite nice. I could go ahead and upgrade this to a starhold. I mean, it needs to be. If this is going to be a gateway system, this should be a stronger base. Speaking of which, I can probably see what else I can do here. We've got a Star Fortress upgrade happening here. Let's make this a resource silo. That'll improve our energy storage. Same there. We need to... I don't think it's going to do any good to upgrade any of those. Alright, well, Falcon's Armada looks like they are ready to go and just awaiting reinforcements. That's good news. It looks like all of them are ready to go, actually, so now we're just waiting for reinforcements, which means I will go ahead and jump them back to Hika. And we'll put them right there in an ideal position to strike back against these guys before long. The good news is that this fallen empire, the Khazam Crusaders, is currently, who awakened before the end of the series, is currently being visited by the Prethoryn Scourge. Now, Chiwan Station, yeah, that's right, I'm not going to touch them. I can probably go ahead and just downgrade these. That's what I'm going to do. Because I don't think there's any point in defending these systems. Actually, I shouldn't, because right now those are helping with our naval anchorage, our naval capacity. Both of them are. And the Maragdas station is possibly able to do that. I think a shipyard here would probably be a good idea. A couple of shipyards. I don't know that I'll do any of that yet. I don't think crew quarters is necessary. Defense grid supercomputer, yeah.
Construction complete.
Let's do that. This is going to be a vital system to defend. All right, Gribbon Prime, the colony is still standing. It looks like they're bringing in their forces to attack. I could go ahead and counterattack now with the forces I have here. They're not at full strength yet, but I'm confident that we could probably push back against these guys sufficiently enough. Let's move everyone here to where they move together. And cross our fingers real hard. By the way, we have 88 months until our final tradition. And our final ascension perk. And then the ability just to use our remaining unity on unity ambitions, which we saw in Final Federation are amazing, especially Will to Power.
Hostile Xeno fleet engaged. Our fleet has been lost.
Where? I wonder what happened there. I wonder what happened there. It must have been like somewhere over here. It's saying that we engaged the enemy, but we're not at war with anyone. The only ones we're dealing with are these guys. Alright, I'm checking the reinforcements button again. I bet you the 45th Armada can be reinforced again. Yup. Let's reinforce. Saying the fleet's already at full strength, which I don't necessarily believe. But it might...
invaders are defiling one of our planets.
I know. I'm going to go ahead and give the order for the 45th Armada to come over here. And we... Yeah. We have 30% more on the gateway construction site to go. Alright, Weird Thosk 3 has become an alpine world. Let's see if it's one that we can actually colonize. No, it's... Actually, yes it is. Let's go ahead and colonize that from... Looks like Sabtrock would be a good place to colonize it from. So, colonize. I bet you Sabtrock is near the bottom. Or maybe not. I guess it's in the middle. There it is. Alright, you are going to... let's just do that. Rithosk Prime. Excellent.
Our planet has been occupied by alien filth.
You think? I noticed. Alright, now we have these ships as well that honestly that are just kind of chilling. I'm going to go ahead and delete them because I think at this point it's faster just to reinforce. These are corvettes and like a few one-off odd cruisers. Here's White Crush. Okay, these guys need to go. This entire fleet needs to go. I could potentially use them to do some damage, but they're just eating up naval capacity. I mean, there's no point... I'll go ahead and reinforce the fleet. There's really no point in deleting them right now. I said I was going to do that. I don't think I will. But I just need to be mindful of that.
Xeno invaders are defiling one of our planets.
Yeah, Illuminated Reef is now under attack. Not terribly surprised. So yeah, we're going to lose a couple of worlds here while they continue to expand. But what I'm hoping is that especially when the 45th Armada arrives, we're going to be able just to cruise in and actually do a considerable amount of damage to their initial arrival force. That is my hope. There are a number of very powerful fleets, so we would have to get very lucky. But I am genuinely hopeful here. Right, 80%. Yeah, I know. Things generally going badly. Alright, so our 4 fleets here. Ralpakins, Galathors, Sudnars, and Hisnax. Let's go ahead and pay a visit. Oh, man. I was not expecting there to be 2 fleets of that strength in that system. This is a problem.
Our planet has been occupied by
I'm waiting for the rest of the reinforcements to arrive, but I really need all of them to be there. And I need the 45th Armada to be in position as well. Thankfully, it is on its way to the nearest gateway. We have this transport fleet as well that, honestly, yeah, we need to get you over here. So let's actually put you in orbit of this planet. We're going to use them. As soon as possible. It's mainly Sudnar's Armada that took the big hit. I think that's the one that jumped ahead in the previous battle. But we have got to take these guys out if we can. This is a powerful combo of fleets, and if I can get them... Yeah, see, oh my god. I am quaking in my boots a little bit, to tell you the absolute truth. This is... They are building up faster than we can push back against them. And they are rolling right over that fallen empire, which again is funny in a way. It's like, thanks, but at the same time... This is the... Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade you. Then the Damia station here. I'll upgrade you too. We're still building new ships as well. Geonida was purged of all higher life forms. Where is Geonida? Interesting. Alright, so Synthoid Integrators made peace with the Cosmic Crusaders, but we're dealing with the Prethoryn over here. It would be funny to see the rest of the galaxy kind of take advantage of the fact that we're tied up. I mean, it wouldn't be funny. It'd be scary. But you know what I mean. It would be interesting to see the AI actually take advantage of this opportunity to kind of gain an upper hand against us. Because the Prethoryn have definitely arrived in the middle of my territory. No one else's. It's like, thanks, game. Appreciate that. Oh, hang on. I was like, why is nothing moving? Yeah, lots of ships traveling quickly. Hang on, I want to see how close this is. 92%. We need that gateway yesterday. Let me pause for a moment. We're going to take a quick look at our sectors and see if there's anywhere else Yeah, see, you can actually provide a good amount of minerals. So let's go ahead and drain for another 25 influence here. There we go. Problem solved. Now that might allow me to hit the reinforcement. Nope. Are we good then? Yep, I have reinforced all of my fleets fully. So I'm just going to have to count on the fact that as soon as all of these ships are in one place, we have the minerals that we need to build the gateway now, which will make it easier for ships to arrive from a distance. But I'm just going to cross my fingers that these fleets will be able to take on the Prethoryn fleet. Oh, hang on. The other fleet left. This could be my moment, and I'll do it before the episode ends. Let's see what we can do. Yep, the other fleet left. That was a dumb move, guys. That was incredibly dumb. Alright, cross your fingers. This is gonna be... this is gonna be one heck of a battle to watch. Alright, they all jumped together, which is what I wanted them to do the first time we jumped into this system. Okay. Don't really care about that right now. Go down to speed 1 and... See, this... This is what's encouraging. When we fight them in large numbers, we melt them. I might even be able to leave the fleets here now to defend Gribbon Prime. Let's see, where is the transport fleet that I sent? I've got a couple of very, very large transport fleets. Tell you what, you guys merge. Actually, I want all three of you to merge. And then this transport fleet, I want to come to Gribbon Prime. We're going to enter orbit. We're going to take that planet back. I think I'm going to be able to hold them here. Unless they go through to Cherryh, which is entirely possible. So we've regained control of Gribbon. And on that note, I will go ahead and stop this episode here. We've returned to High Dominion. We are going to continue to try to make as much progress against these guys as we can in the next couple of episodes. We do, of course, have one fleet that doesn't have a leader, which is incredibly problematic. But there may be something that we can do. Is there an edict we can do to improve our leader capacity? It might be an ambition. No, it doesn't appear that there is. So yeah, we are going to have to figure out how we're going to deal with that situation, but we can assign this general, Cherryh, to be in charge of our landing forces, which I think is going to be important, because we need to retake the worlds that we have here. And in the next one, we're going to keep pushing back against the Prethoryn Scourge and hopefully make a decent amount of progress. What we need is for what just happened to continue to happen, where their fleets are kind of separated from one another. And see, yeah, now they have two fleets together that are joining up, and they could be problematic if they attack here. But we melt them pretty quickly. Like, we definitely kill large fleets pretty fast. So these numbers might not be too representative of their actual strength compared to us, because we have shields. They don't. They just don't. So it'll be interesting to see how this continues to play out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.